Wrestling POV content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to some audiences. Your discretion.
Yeah, you'll be always remembered as the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble. There cannot be a damn show without me freaking up something.
I wasn't confused, Shmomo. And I was trying to be nice because it was on a Sunday, so I was being nice, Rick. But you know what? Go to hell. I'm sorry that people don't understand wrestling and put Edge as a top 10 of all time, but they can't even put their shoes on the right feet. How?
I think he's got like a little strip stripe.
You got that strip stripe?
He got that strip stripe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Today, I am someone different. Today, I have finally become who I really am. What the fuck does that mean?
To license it.
You have a small wiener.
Well, hey, you keep bringing it up. Anyway.
Here's your headline.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Mimi Goody.
Hello.
In the third wheel, Rick Serrano III.
Hey, people.
And our intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
He's the only one that did it. Y'all two are like party poopers.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
Mr. Tony, you just keep it up. You're doing a good job.
Thank you, Miguel. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. So thank you. All right, so we've got a jam-packed weekend. Of course, tonight we got the NXT takeover. Is it Arizona or is it Phoenix?
It is in Phoenix.
Yeah, it's Arizona. Yeah, Phoenix, but normally
Arizona.
I know that, but sometimes they'll say,
so
when
Arizona is a
Brooklyn,
state,
they don't
Tony.
Take over Brooklyn. What?
It's a state. Arizona's a state, and
I understand
Phoenix
that.
is a city
I don't know
in Arizona.
I don't know where in Arizona they're having it.
In Phoenix.
So are they calling it NXT Takeover Phoenix or NXT Takeover Arizona?
It's called NXT Takeover, Tony. It's a brand of WWE.
I understand that. When they're in Brooklyn, they say NXT Takeover Brooklyn. They don't say NXT Takeover New York City. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Because Brooklyn is a city of its own.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate you guys. Anyway, we got NXT Takeover. That's all I'm saying. And, of course, one of the top 4 pay-per-views of the year, the Royal Rumble.
The number 1 for me. It's amazing. I love the Royal Rumble, man.
I love the Royal Rumble, because of the surprises and, just the Royal Rumble match itself, because it sets up for the road to WrestleMania. So,
get ready to hear that a bunch of times.
Oh my God, yeah, and the pointing of the finger, so the pointing. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. And of course, with that being said, we have the Wrestling POV pay-per-view points game. People's gotta play because, of course, there's a lot of points. I took a peek at the point system. There's only one 5-pointer.
What?
Just one. So I'm telling you, but you know what? I say it every time, but there's going to be a person, at least one, that's going to max out their damn points. Always happens. And so, of course, this is only our second time doing this at the Royal Rumble, where we're going to do a random numbers drawing for however many people that play.
Yeah.
And if you're going to get a selected number that we draw, and if you get number 3, besides the person that you pick, like if you pick number 3, whoever comes out number 3, like let's just say The Miz comes out at number 3, that is your pick for the whole Royal Rumble, besides your other pick. So you're going to have basically 2 chances here at this at the Royal Rumble match. And we're going to do the same for the women.
Yeah.
So it's an added thing. So with both, being that there is a woman now, there is a woman that so 2 people are going to have an advantage into WrestleMania.
Yes.
With a 10-point lead.
Wow.
10-point added. So that's something special. So make sure you do play. And yeah, I mean, I forgot last year you had the number 1, right, Rick?
Yeah.
And I had number 30.
Jesus.
I was like, hell yeah. But to see, the thing is, I wouldn't want number 30 this year because it's our turn.
Yeah. I mean, I was excited when it started because I think number 1 was Finn Balor or Rusev. And I was like...
Yeah. I think it was Finn Balor. Rusev came in later.
Yeah, I was like, I can win this. I think I can win this, guys.
Yeah, so that was pretty funny. So yeah, you'll be always remembered as the Royal Rumble, Royal Rumble. There cannot be a damn show without me frigging up something, you know.
Yo, that sounded like you were starting a car.
I know, right? That's what I was doing. You know, I was trying to build up this episode. I was trying to start it up. See, you're picking up on it. Thank you. So you'll be, the Royal Rumble winner.
Royal
I tried. I can't do
Rumble.
it now. Do that shit. All right. So before we go any further, we have to go over the Facebook poll of the week.
Yeah.
And the hater comment of the week, and we got a lot of it.
Yes.
So just bear with me while I try to find these things. All right. So the first poll that we put up, and it was something I needed to laugh. So why not do it on Rick's expense? Because he is a huge CM Punk fan. So I decided, you know what? I want to name this wrestler Wrong Answers Only. Now, I'm just going to put it this way. I've seen this before, not with CM Punk, but I did see this before with other wrestlers where they would say, name this wrestler Wrong Answers Only. I thought that was funny, so I decided to do it. And, of course, somebody else decides to overdo it on another page. I'm not going to go too much into it. But anyway, so it was CM Punk's picture. He has his fist raised up in the air, and it said, name this wrestler Wrong Answers Only. Josh Sanders came out. He said, Tommy Dreamer after doing DDP yoga. And that's wrong. Now, I'm just going to warn everybody, Rick will not laugh at any one of these. Josh Sanders again, he says, need a meme of Shannon Moore and Punk doing the then and 2019 pose. Feel old yet. Christine Vasquez, she said, Ravishing Rick Rude. Rick Beckera, he said, Jesse Pinkman. Jesus Christ. Jesse Pinkman. I saw you laughing, Rick. Go ahead.
I got a picture of it.
If you guys don't know who Jesse Pinkman is, then we cannot be friends. Todd Lang said, SD, Special Delivery Jones. Cody Herbert said, Squint's Eyes, Chris Jericho?
What a herb.
Another, right? Daniel Fry said, Carlito. Now, who is this? Dan J. Cassione, he said, Abraham Washington? What's that? I don't get it.
George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh, wow. That was a really bad joke. Charles Harmon, he said, wow, I didn't know Conor McGregor was in wrestling now. Laugh out loud. Doink the Clown. Jay Havel, he says, wow, Crush looks different with a haircut when we are the nation.
Crush is dead. Not funny.
I told y'all Rick's gonna be, really,
Moody
about this. Yeah. Here are some other ones. I'm not going to read all of them. I'm not going to read everybody's names either, but some of that's funny. Scotty Too Hottie was another one. All right, this one I got to put out there. Idiot. Daniel Dylan Ford Silver. He goes, CM Punk. So there's always one. There is always one. The missing link. Ooh, this one's cold. Somebody says Colt Cabana. Nicky Ramon, he says a teenage Hitler.
Come on.
That's dark, man.
It's like, oh my God, it's very dark.
That's very dark. Rod McKill says, white power. Laugh my ass off. Just kidding.
Good thing he added a just kidding. Otherwise, he's about to get blocked.
Exactly, man. Dwayne Leisure says, the worst in the world. Another one was Vanilla Ice. Tiara Patrick, I have to do this one. Mr. UFC, Mr. 2 Minutes.
Wow. But that was the right answer, though.
You know what? That actually was. So. I know Rick is mad. How do you feel so far, Rick?
Miserable.
Okay. Who we go? Andre the Giant is one. Oh, this one's called AJ Lee. This one too. Skinny fat ass. Okay. Nice Triple H throwback. Laugh out loud. Isn't that Kozlov? Nah, it's Yokozuna. My God, what is wrong with people? Raquel, Ashley Clark, she goes, straight edge idiot. That's who he is.
Oh, is that Rick Serrano the third?
Robert Vidal said, some bitch.
I just love it. I love it. And if you hear
I'm not done.
If you hear his song at the Royal Rumble, phonies.
Oh my God. Frank McGraw says he goes poo-poo pants.
He did it that one time. It's not even that funny. It happens all the time in wrestling.
Yeah, okay. So then Princess Jasmine, she goes, it's CM Punk. So then Scott Fisher says, Princess Jasmine, please read the directions again. Stupid people. I tell you. Bruno the Barber Beefcake. Okay. The Gregory. The Hurricane Helms. Jesus Christ. Holy Trent Acid. Ice cream bar salesman. Oh my God. The Coca-Cola kid. Enzo Amore. Oh my God. That's deep. My God. Wow. Okay. Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Batman. What the fuck is wrong with people? Mae Young the Second. The fucking idiot, CM Punk.
Oh God! Come on.
These are your peoples, Rick. I am lame. Quitter. Oh my God, that's terrible. Kid Cash. Mr. Lee. That's wrong. Holy shit. That's not a wrestler. That's the guy that sells weed to high schoolers out behind the 7-Eleven. Somebody responded, bro, laugh out loud. And then he responds back, he goes, and not even the good stuff. The Pepsi Kid. Douche McTampon. Oh my God. CM Burns.
Why are you hiding your face, Rick? You don't want to see us watch you laughing?
It's
the
not
douche
funny.
McTampon, though. That, come on, David, you're Eubanks. That's too funny. This. Oh my God, Glass Joe. If you know who Glass Joe is, it's the character in the Mike Tyson.
Glass Joe has blonde hair. Not funny.
Oh my God. He said AJ Lee. Oh, I am drunk. Soda Boy. Seth Rollins' little brother.
Whoa! Now we're getting disrespectul. CP
Monk. Oh, this is from Craig Harvey. Clipmaster Punk. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, somebody called him R-Truth. Armando Berserker Martinez. He said, that's not a wrestler, that's a bitch. Oh my God. The White Panther. Okay, I'm gonna leave with this one because there was over 600 comments. So I appreciate it, even though I can't read them all. A lot of them were funny. Anthony Small, he goes Booker T, and then Daniel Blevins responded with a picture of Booker T saying, "Tell me he did not just say that." So Rick, tell me the feels. How do you feel?
It's just terrible. The guy carried the company for years, and because he didn't like the direction it was going in, he decided to better his career somewhere else, and people are going to shit on him. Come on.
All right. You was laughing, though, Rick.
I was not laughing.
I got pictures to prove it.
I got pictures to prove it. All right, so the other one is a poll. We've been talking about this for several weeks, about Edge. Whether he is a top 3 discussion. I had my, opinions on it. Rick had his opinions, and Mimi had hers, and Josh Sanders is the one that came up with all this. So, before I read these comments in the poll, because a lot of them did make sense, and it might make Josh upset. Rick, you still stand by what you say?
Absolutely. There's no way that Edge is in top 10. I can name 30 people above him. Yep. It's preposterous.
I agree. I totally agree. So Matt Novak, our overseas correspondent, he said, although a great in-ring wrestler, only recent has he shown outside of the square circle via podcasts and network shows. If he showed his picture to non-wrestling fans, they wouldn't know who he was. But you show them The Rock, Hogan, etc., they would. And to me, superstars has to have it all. So I kind of agree with that.
I totally agree with that.
He also continued to say he's the most decorative WWE performer, but titles don't mean everything these days.
Facts.
Alrighty. Okay. So, Rick, of course, you came out. Was this
out of the closet?
Yeah, because it was on a Sunday he did this. So he said, so he came out and he said, those of you voting yes, please provide your top 10 because I don't see where Edge fits in. He went on to list a number of wrestlers. And then Jeremy Lee Heath, he said, Rick, I do have to say Edge had a better WWEF career than Ric Flair. I totally disagree with that.
This is what I'm talking about. They're drunk.
Yeah, they have to be, because that comment is no.
And again, no one's saying WWE. We're talking about all time in wrestling.
All time, exactly, yes. Yep. But then, because, of course, we were naming wrestlers, and you do got to throw in somebody like a Harley Race, one of the baddest dudes ever, to go toe-to-toe with somebody like a Ric Flair. You know what I'm saying? You can't, no. It's just, I disagree with it. He said, also, the OP is wrong. The OP? The
original post.
The original post is wrong, saying he has a 11-time world heavyweight champion. He's a 4-time WWE and 7-time world heavyweight, making him 11-time world champion. Still compared to Flair, who was just a 2-time WWF champion. Now wrestling's top 10, period. Yeah, Ric Flair would be number 1 or 2, no doubt. Rick, you responded to that by saying I got the stats from Wikipedia. Jeremy responded back saying Rick's around the 3rd. Also, Nikita Koloff was in the NWA WCW. Ivan Koloff is probably who you mean.
No, I didn't.
What was going on there?
Because he's a fucking douchebag, and he's trying to come at me because I said Nikita Volkov, and he's trying to say that I was talking about this other guy. No, I said what I said because Nikita Volkov would make a top 10 and could make a top 10 and is better than Edge. I wasn't confused, Shmomo. And I was trying to be nice because it was on a Sunday, so I was being nice, Rick. But you know what? Go to hell.
Jesus Christ. Christ. All right, so Josh Sanders, of course, he puts the gif of Edge and Lita. Rick Sherinu. No, never mind. Jason, Cousin Jay responded, maybe not top 10 now that you put it that way because of your earlier post. He said maybe top 10 tag team.
Definitely.
I don't even think that. I don't even think that, to be honest. No. Jeremy Lee Heath again. Is this the same one?
Probably.
Yeah, it is. He commented again. He said in no particular order. Oh, he's given his top 10. Bruno, Hogan, Austin, Rock, Cena, Undertaker, Triple H, HBK, Savage, and Andre. So he didn't have Edge in his top 10.
Exactly.
What the hell? Cody Herbert says, when I think of wrestling and this all-time thing, I definitely think Edge makes the cut. He has the charisma, the mic work, the in-ring skill. He was the absolute package. He would be my honestly hard-to-do top 10. And here's his: Stone Cold, HBK, Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, Triple H, Bret Hart, John Cena, Edge at number 8. He had him. And Chris Jericho and The Rock. No way is Edge is over The Rock.
Is Taker there?
Yeah, he has him at number 3.
No Mick Foley.
No Big Foley.
No Kane. No
No.
Andre.
No Shane McMahon.
No Warrior. I mean, Shane. No Kurt Angle.
Yeah, Kurt Angle's not on
I
this
put Booker
list.
T over Edge. I'm sorry.
Booker T's not on
If
here
we were
either.
just to do simply just, even if we was to do,
You don't even have Ric Flair.
if we was to do Ruthless Aggression era, I still wouldn't put him on that list. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I put Batista over Edge.
Rob, go ahead.
It's crazy. This poll got me messed up.
So Rob Gould says top 20 for sure. I don't know about top 10. I disagree with that too. Nathan Fox, he said, did he not also hold more overall titles, excluding hardcore and WWE history? And then I asked him, I said, yeah, but would you, I don't agree with that. I don't think so. I think Jeff Hardy does, doesn't he?
I think so.
I asked him, I said, but would you say he's a top 10 of all time? He said, that's hard to say of all time. I 100% can't say where he would fit in all time, but I'm 100% sure he should be in the conversation. Dusty Riley, no, he shouldn't be. Dusty Riley says, I've never done a top 10, but honestly, I don't remember much of Edge. Only a couple title runs comes to mind. But see, that comment right there is just exactly what Matt Novak was saying. You know what I'm saying? Exactly what he was just saying. Dusty Riley just proved it. He says, I can easily think of a dozen people before I think of Edge. So, okay, sure. Michael Crowder? He just gave his list. Hogan, Cena, Triple H, Stone Cold, Randy, Undertaker, Rock, Bret, Mick, Shawn, Andre, Kurt, Bruno, Eddie, Brock, CM Punk, Chris Jericho, Randy Orton. And honestly, I'd put Piper, Jake the Snake, Mr. Perfect, and even AJ Styles above Edge. Edge was really good, but was he exceptional at all? And he put a question mark.
No.
Bias Towns, he says 15-time world champ, one behind Flair and Cena. Okay. I mean, Rick, what do you think so far? I know you're hyped up about it.
It was just a terrible thing. Yeah, maybe you should have put all his freaking credentials on the poll, you idiot. Listen, I didn't think that people were going to read this poll and be like, "Whoa, Edge had all these accomplishments. Of course he's top 10.
Yeah.
Do you not know who you're talking to? You're talking to wrestling fans, Mr. Rick. You're right.
Mimi, have you ever seen that show, Arguing with Myself?
Yes.
That's a pretty good show. Anyway, let's keep... Drew, he says, no, I hate Edge and think he's insanely overrated, but even that, bias aside, he's clearly not a top 10 guy.
My man!
Mike Smooth says, you know what? I was just thinking about it, and it all depends on who you like and what you value in WWE. Having said that, he might just sneak on the list. Matthew Finney, he said top 25, maybe. Brian Baszler said top 100, maybe. Oh, Tro Kavanaugh, he said my first favorite of all time. Okay. And he looks about 100 years old, too.
Wow.
Eliza Gray, he says there's too much grace for him to be top 10. And then he started naming them top 10 all time. Love the guy, but not really 17, maybe 17 overall. Joe Z says, I know all of you guys are 100% right, but he is still my personal favorite, and I will first fight all of you. Jesus, take it easy. Nobody,
Calm
Calm
the
down,
violence
man.
down.
Jeez.
why you got to be all violent and shit, man? We're just talking.
I'm saying.
We're just talking.
Everybody got their own POV.
But motherfucker ain't had to get all violent and shit.
I'm saying.
Except the people that have said that Edge is top 10, you're wrong.
Michael Pasili, he responded to you, Rick, saying, see, though I can admit he probably wouldn't and shouldn't be in everyone's top 10. He's what really got me into wrestling. The Brood and Ministry were why I started watching as a kid and growing up. Edge just became my favorite. A lot of the guys you named, Edge was one of the best rivals. He had amazing feuds with Cena, Kane, Angle, Undertaker, Foley, etc. He was one of the best heels of all time, in my opinion. I disagree.
Yeah. Wrong.
Granted, he was good with the Brood, and that was probably my favorite gimmick. Was the Brood. P.A. Levine, he says, not everyone will have the same list as yours. Just because that is your list doesn't mean it would be the same for everyone else's. Like, for example, my list is much different than yours. He has Hogan, Macho Man, Flair, Steamboat, Andre, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Edge, Steve Austin, and then Ultimate Warrior. He put Edge over Ultimate Warrior?
Yo,
Really?
not only that, he had about 7 of the same guys that I put on my list, you idiot! And no one was saying that my list is the list, idiot!
Exactly. It was just you just throwing them out there.
Just throwing out names!
In no particular order, too.
No!
All right, so I'm just going to read these last 3 because, again, we had an overwhelming response. And I do appreciate it. And everybody does make a valid point, but, everybody's opinion is different. So,
And yours are just wrong.
yeah, okay, sure. Who was Jason McCarthy? He says, I think you can make a case for him, but this is deeper than yes or no. Okay. Christopher Cowan, he says, I like him. I mean, even if he was on roids from 2005 to 2010. What the hell? He openly admitted on a podcast. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Joe Klatt respond, they all juice. Jesus. A little dark there, brother.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know you're very upset, Rick, but, what are your overall thoughts now still? I mean, it seemed like it made you more angrier.
It did. Tony, you don't understand. Like, when I posted this, within 5 seconds, I was like, all right, it's 60-40.
Right.
And no was winning, right? And then all of a sudden, that thing just went and just started going the other way.
Yeah.
And everybody's voting, yeah. And I'm just like, people, what are your top 10s? How are you putting this guy in your top 10?
True. I agree. I really do. I mean, right now, and here's the results. This is going to make Josh happy, but Rick upset. 76% said, hell yeah, he belongs in the top 10. While 24% said, hell no. So there you are, Rick.
This is ridiculous. And Mr. Rick, didn't you say something about Josh getting 5 bonus points if he got more than 40%?
Oh, shit, that's
Oh.
right. Oh, see what you did?
And didn't you say something about apologizing to him?
Oh, well, hey, a bet's a bet, Rick.
First of all,
You're not listening
how
to a
is this
puppet?
possible? How is this possible? It's not fair. Josh Sanders got all of his cousins from Kentucky, and they all said, "Oh, we're gonna go on there, Josh, and we're gonna vote, for Edge's top 10." How?
All right.
Well, I'm not gonna do it right now. So let's move on.
Well, you have to.
You have to.
We're not
Well,
talking about it.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, you got, hey, a gentleman, you got to be like Elio.
Oh, I gotta be like Elio,
So
the gentleman.
You got to be a gentleman and
Keep your word.
Number one, he's going to get 5 additional points for this weekend's pay-per-view points game. So congratulations on that. So now, here is your apology for Mercs Around the third, Josh.
All right, here's my apology, and I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm sorry.
There you go. I hope that makes you. That was like 2 seconds.
I'm sorry that these inbred idiots voted that Edge is a top 10 wrestler. They are idiots. How? I'm sorry that people don't understand wrestling and put Edge as a top 10 of all time, but they can't even put their shoes on the right feet. How? I'm sorry.
So you got an additional apology there, Josh. All right, so the final post that we had on Facebook, it was a last-minute one, so I didn't get a lot of comments, which is fine. We've been going on long enough with this. I just wanted to know, who is your final 4 picks for the Royal Rumble, men and women? Now, I'm gonna say who I pick, and then afterwards I read the couple comments. I'm only gonna do a couple. Then you guys tell me what your final 4 is gonna be. I went for the men's. I went with Braun, Drew, Orton, and Mustafa Ali. He's my surpriser. For the women, I went with Charlotte, Nia, Ember Moon, and Carmella because she's coming in at number 30, so I had to give it to her. Yes, I know R-Truth is coming in at number 30, but I think he's going to go into the wrong Royal Rumble. I think he's going to be in the ladies. And your boy Josh Sanders, he said Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Orton, and Samoa Joe. And for the ladies, he said Charlotte, Nia, Alexa Bliss, and Bayley. So
Okay.
yeah, I dug that one. I was like, okay, all right. Jose Antonio, he said for the men, Samoa Joe, McIntyre, Rollins, and Andrade. That's a good pick. For the women, he picked Lynch, Flair, Bayley, and Ember Moon. George Lovell III, he said Samoa Joe, McIntyre, Rollins, and Ali. Mustafa Ali, another one. For the women, he picked Charlotte, Carmella, Bliss, and Nia Jax.
That's a great pick right there. Not because he's the third or anything, but I just think he did good.
Scott Moore, he said Samoa Joe, Mysterio, Orton, and Rollins. And for the women, he said Carmella, Ember Moon, Charlotte, and Bliss. Jared Holmes said Joe Batista, Rollins, and Mysterio. And for the women, he picked Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Nia, and Ember Moon. And finally, John Golden, he said McIntyre, Rollins, Strowman, and Samoa Joe. And for the women, he picked Carmella, Charlotte, Bayley, and Bliss. So,
all right,
a lot of interesting ones. The Batista one is definitely a shocker.
Yeah,
but hey, you never know. And this is why the Royal Rumble is one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year. Rick, what are your final 4 for the men and women?
I got Rollins, Andrade, Drew, and I also have Mustafa Ali in the final 4.
Okay.
And for women, I have Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, Mandy Rose, and Carmella.
Okay. Interesting. Mimi, who'd you get? Who you thinking? You've been awfully quiet today.
I know, because I've been thinking.
Been thinking.
Yeah, I've been thinking for my pay-per-view pointing.
Oh, yeah. I see the smoke coming out your ears.
I know.
Jesus.
So I picked for the women Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch.
Okay.
And for the men was Braun Strowman. That's all I had.
Just Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
You got 3 more to pick.
Braun Strowman. No. Okay.
Pick 3 more.
Batista.
I can help you. Ryback.
Oh, Jesus.
Ryback.
619.
Mysterio.
And The Rock.
The Rock.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
You
Lord.
said a pick. I was just picking.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
But stupid.
All right. So that is it. Who's hater comment? Anybody?
Josh Sanders.
He didn't comment nothing negative.
That's why, because
He commented. He made me write that stupid poll. He set me up.
All right. All right, Miguel, do the honors.
Hate alert, Mr. Rick.
Wow. Well, set your ass
Ridiculous.
straight.
Set you up too.
All
Twice.
right, so that is it for the Facebook poll and the hater comment of the week. It is time to go to the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, and before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. All right, the Honky Tonk Man turned 66 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Dude.
Just for Men is skyrocketing because of him.
Exactly, right? I think he's got like a little stripe.
You got that strip stripe?
He got that stripe. You know what I'm saying?
Ivan Putski turned 78 years old. He's still swinging that Polish hammers harder than anybody I know.
What's been going on with him? I mean, like, he's been quiet, you know? Nothing with wrestling.
It's because he's swinging that hammer as hard as he
Polish
can.
hammer. I still love when Jesse Ventura would say his name. Ivan Putski.
For a very long time, I thought that was his name.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Every time he would say that, Ivan Putski just cheated, and I would just laugh. But he's not even in the Hall of Fame. He needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
There you go.
Whatever
You have
happened
to
to
swing
that
that
page
hammer.
that we had going on with Disco Inferno?
He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Don't worry about it.
What's going to happen?
It's going to happen. We'll put it in. Lingo, Birdie. We got
R-Truth turns 47 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me I was older than R-Truth?
You're older than a lot of us.
No, I'm not. There is a certain person that's part of the Wrestling POV family that I'm assuming is older than me.
What?
Well, it definitely ain't me.
Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, I don't know about that. See, I'm all like flustered now. Talking about elderly people on Wrestling POV Global. Animal turns 59 years old.
No shit.
Yeah, no wonder he's going senile. 59.
He is.
Sheamus turns 41.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
And even that is about 10 years younger than the guy that's on Wrestling POV Global.
Yeah. Again, initials are TJL.
Tully Blanchard turned 65 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Tully. Yeah.
Way to go.
And the guy that I assume is the Wrestling POV podcast president, but I don't know. Maybe it is. I mean, I've never seen him. Maybe we can shed some light on him.
Has.
Well, maybe he has. You know what I'm saying? No wonder why she gets so many days off.
Right.
Ted DiBiase turned 65 years old.
Dang. Way to go, Mr. President. Ooh, wait. Did I put the cat
I
in
mean,
the
what? Oh, man. That is all the birthdays we have. It is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. The biggest news of this week, Abyss! Yes! The Monster Abyss has signed with WWE alongside Sanjay Dutt. That's some big news right there, man.
It is. And Sanjay Dutt, or Doot, as some people really pronounce it, they're saying that he might be like the HNIC to the India. To make do a WWE school in India, and he might be the one running it. Yeah, and that's why they brought him on. Now, a lot of things they're saying is that a lot of things that people are saying is that Abyss is just going to do backstage stuff, work with the people backstage. But I would like to see him come in the Royal Rumble. That'll be definitely a huge surprise because the man can still wrestle. Yeah, he can still wrestle. I mean,
it would be a huge surprise, but when we get into our pay-per-view points game, I got something that may put it over the top. I
think I know what it is, and it's pretty much what everybody wants to happen to.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yes,
next up, Roman Reigns to appear in his first movie.
Yeah, with The Rock.
alongside The Rock for the Fast and the Furious spin-off, Hobbs and Shaw, and he's going to be playing The Rock's brother. Yeah, it's just... I'm a little confused by all that.
Well,
all right.
There was a statement out, too, that Roman was saying that the leukemia this time around, how could I say this? It's like he feels more
energized.
Like he has more support this time around than he did before, so he wasn't in a deep depression as he was before. This time around, he says he's in high spirit, and he's got a lot of support. So he said it was different this time. That's all he said, was that fighting it this time around is different than he did before. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, doing this movie, I guess.
Well, coming from a medical professional background.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
mm-hmm. But, it's like this. You can still function as a person and as a working person. But when you're going through chemo and all that other stuff.
That's what I'm saying. But doesn't that kind of wear you down?
It wears you down, but it doesn't debilitate you. Like I can still go to work, but I can't. The reason why he can't wrestle or box because his bones will be weak. Everything else is going to be weak. His immune system is really weak. Okay. So when you go to wrestling places, what do you have around you? Is but snotty-nosed, germ-filled little kids.
True.
And he can't be around that.
Damn snotty kids.
Oh, so that's why Miguelito hasn't been around, huh, Miguel? Hey, you mind your business!
It's just, he's still working. He can work.
Right.
But he can't, physically, he can't be super physical.
Right.
And you can't be around germs.
Okay.
All right. Tonight we have Jack Swagger will be fighting at Bellator for his first MMA fight.
Jack Swagger?
Jack Swagger.
Yeah, that's Jack Swagger. He's the current Lucha Underground champion. I wish they would have talked about that on Wrestle POV Global, but you know what? We pick up the slack. But Jack Swagger had this to say. He said Brock and CM Punk, they didn't want to get punched in the face.
What?
And yeah, he says that's why they didn't have successful careers, because they didn't want to get punched in the face.
Wasn't Brock UFC champion?
Yeah, but he's just trying to say that he wants to get punched in the face. So CM Punk responded, and he says, you shouldn't either. And he says, good skills this weekend, and he's pulling for you. And that shows CM Punk is a classy guy. He's not a dick like everybody says he is. But who wants to get punched in the face? You gotta be sick in the head if you want to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then last but not least, Rusev and Nakamura will be on the pre-show.
Really?
And the Cruiserweight title match will also be on the pre-show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a lot of matches going on the Royal Rumble. So, yeah, that's going to be a long Sunday, but it's okay. So,
that's all the news I got.
So, but speaking of, we're going to be on an hour before the pre-show to do the numbers. We're going to be on Facebook Live, and we're going to try something out new. We're going to be on Periscope.
What?
Yes. So we're going to be on Periscope and, see what other people we can reach out there. So make sure you tune in and ask some questions while we're live. The number that you're going to be picked for the additional 10 points for WrestleMania.
And Josh Sanders, you're going to get the number 31.
Even though there's 30. All right, so now... on to rumors. Shane Strickland will likely be coming to the WWE. Shane Strickland is from Evolve. WWE's been after this kid for a while, too, so there you go.
Yay!
Yay! There's a possibility of Becky Lynch losing to Asuka, which I think will happen, and entering the Royal Rumble and winning to set up a WrestleMania match with Ronda Rousey, which I think that's going to happen. If the title match happens before the Rumble, it'll be something to look for at least, So I think that's what's going to end up happening. Because it's happened before. Mm-hmm. And everybody's been wanting to see this match between Becky and Ronda. Mm-hmm. So, let's go with that. And finally, Bray Wyatt sending
What?
out a cryptic tweet stating, "Today, I am someone different. Today, I have finally become who I really am." What the fuck does that mean?
Husky Harris?
Meaning he's coming back.
Jesus Christ. As what?
Erwin R. Shyster Jr.?
Oh, man. That's cold, Rick. Cold. Yeah.
Vamos a ver.
Yeah, we'll see. Royal Rumble? With the booze?
Obviously, yeah. It has
With
to
the
be.
booze?
What?
With the booze? Alright, that's good. Alright, so now.
Not there's anything wrong with that. Yes, and happy.
Exactly, that's what I meant.
Oh, Lord.
Alright, give me a cigarette. No, I'm kidding. So. Alright, that's all for the rumors. Rick, what do you got for injury?
Just my pride, just like every week.
Another one bites the dust, and another one down, and another one down, another one bites the dust. Yeah. Every week, Rick bites the dust. Hey, All right, now let's go straight on to Raw notes. All right, this is gonna be real quick. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, they did their little shtick.
Terrible.
Yeah, Heyman
Terrible.
compared Brock Lesnar to and Balor to David and Goliath. Okay, and it's funny, like Paul Heyman did this real quick, and I forgot who asked. I think Braun did. Asked Heyman, "Have you heard of David and Goliath?" And Heyman said real quick, he goes, "Well, I've never read the Bible." I was like, I see what you did there. He's Jewish. Strowman basically just said that if he still has the belt, he's going to be waiting for him to tear him apart. McMahon made a match between Balor and Strowman. That was all right. I mean, I was kind of lost a little bit because Lesnar F5'd Balor. Or no, he suplexed him.
Belly to belly, yeah.
Outside the ring and didn't get disqualified.
Exactly.
And I was like, what's going on here? But Fowler. You know who he is. That's where I was trying to get at. Was the he defeated Braun Strowman by disqualification finally. Bobby Lashley did his little posing contest with Apollo Crews. Now, I'm sorry I have to do this. I am putting back in the book Apollo Crews' Stinky Pinky. Because he did it to Leo Rush when he pressed him to push him over the top rope. I was like, whoa!
You just want to say stinky pig.
Exactly, so it's going back in the book. Apollo Crews' Stinky Pinky. Rick!
Apollo Crews' Stinky Piggy! You just read the book!
Yes! I got it back. Fuck. P.U. Yes, thank you. Disgusting. All right. So it ended up being a match between Bobby and Apollo Crews. Looks like Apollo was doing more of the job. So Bobby Lashley wins, but which I'm glad. You know, Bobby Lashley needs to stay IC champ for a long time. Then up next it was Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. This was a really great match for the whole show. Seth wins. Which,
Just right before that match, they had Seth Rollins, and this is my problem I had with Raw. Right before Seth had the match, he quoted Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Right.
And I had a problem with this because it's just like you had two African Americans and Bobby Lashley and Apollo Crews and even Leo Rush in the ring before this, and you got them doing pose downs and being clowns and stuff like that, and then you have Seth Rollins. What does Seth Rollins know about the struggle? And it just didn't stick well with me.
Hispanic?
Yeah.
No,
So
he's
it's-
not. He's Armenian. His stepfather is Hispanic. But I'm
he's
saying,
he's still a minority. He
Yes,
does know the
but-
struggle.
nah, he's from Idaho. It's a little bit different. But what I'm saying is, there's plenty of African Americans on Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, NXT, where you can have them speak out and give them this opportunity. I just didn't like that. And a lot of other people didn't like it either.
Yeah, I heard
and a lot of
about
other
that.
people on social media got onto it.
Yeah.
And then, like later on, Dean Ambrose got involved and said something, and then Titus is on the show making a joke of himself.
Yeah.
And it's just like, come on. And especially Titus. Like, you could have had Titus say something to open the show or something like that. And,
Okay, we got it.
Not saying that other people can't speak on behalf of it,
Right.
but to have a segment before Seth Rollins and have them doing pose downs and stuff, you could have had Cruz come out and say something. You could even had Leo Rush say something right before it, you know?
Sure.
So I had a little issue with that, and I just wanted to put that out there.
And he, like I said, Seth Rollins is Armenian, and his stepfather's Hispanic, so he does know the struggle. So that white privilege shit that you're trying to get at is out the fucking door, right?
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying to yo.
To y'all.
I mean, when it comes down to this, I mean, your wiener has to be a little bit bigger. You know what I'm saying? You want to be down with the brown, you gotta have at least a foot.
That's the struggle.
That's the struggle. Struggle's real.
Wow.
Oh, shit. You have a small wiener.
That's well, hey, you keep bringing it up. Anyway. That was disgusting. All right, so but that was a good match, though. I did dig
Yes.
it.
It was good.
I was afraid too because just because of the fact that if Drew won, that means he would win the Rumble. It would make the chances. So I mean, with Seth winning, does that mean he's not going to win the Rumble?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Okay. Up next, it was a Lucha House Party versus Jinder Mahal and the Singh Brothers. Finally in some wrestling gear.
Right?
The Lucha House Party wins. I don't know where they're going at with this.
Nowhere.
Baron Corbin defeated Elias. There was a segment with a Moment of Bliss that had all the women out. Then they fought. And then,
You're revealing all the women. Why?
well, not all. She didn't reveal all. I counted. It was like 16.
Like 21.
It was 16.
There was 21.
Was it 20? Oh,
Yes.
yeah, 21. Sorry,
21.
yeah. And
You can't
there's
count.
No, I can't. So there's going to be at least 9 or 8.
Well, Lacey Evans
surprises.
became 22,
Hey.
and Alexa became 23.
Right, and I was
so
gonna-
6.
I was gonna
7.
get to that. You gave me 2 more seconds. So during
You
this
took too long.
segment, I had a problem because here's WWE again doing it again with the whole ruining the surprise. I'd rather had Alexa Bliss come out as a surprise than for her
Exactly.
to announce it.
Word.
Vince, are you fucking listening? This is getting. Come on, man. Everybody's gonna tune into the Royal Rumble anyway. So why?
I'm sorry, Tony.
Oh.
I fucked up, Tony.
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry.
Give me my check. Anyway,
It's
that
in the
made me
mail.
mad.
It's in the mail, Tony.
Like seriously, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You could have waited till the freaking Royal Rumble. My God. Anyway,
Right.
and then of course Lacey Evans comes out. She, it was funny because she snagged the mic and tipped her hat.
I know she fucked it up.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
I honestly, I just think it was nerves that it had to, and embarrassment too. Now I'm gonna give Lacey. I know you're listening to the show too, so I gotta give you a tip. When you're doing your promos, there's no reason to talk real slow, because then you're losing your audience. So that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, so you
You
really
lost me
just
for a
gave her just a
second.
tip.
Exactly. So with Seth Rollins. Oh my God, that was nasty. All right, so Heavy Machinery, they defeated the Ascension. What'd you think of the tag team? No,
It's stupid.
terrible. Yeah. I kind of dig it because it gives it a little bit of a comedy relief, and I think that's what they're going to end up being.
That was the B team.
That's true. Then it was a tag team title. It was Bobby Roode and Chad Gable versus the Revival, with special guest referee was Kurt Hawkins. Now, what everybody's got to understand, and I'm only going to comment on this, is that, the Revival probably did ask for their release. Now, number one, they're stuck with the WWE till 2020, I think, or 2021. So, number two, I'm pretty sure that pissed Vince off. Number three, I know, there were comments being made that they are going to spruce up the tag team division, which I'm glad. I hope so. But what people are getting pissed off, and they're like, oh, you see, they lost again. Homie, if this is a business, dude. If I was a boss and somebody was complaining like that, and in wrestling I'm talking, and I'm supposed to do what they say because they're bitching, you know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna make you win the tag championships? No, you're gonna go right back down to the fucking bottom. That's what you get for bitching. Because the bottom line, at the end of the day, Vince still owns a business. You know what I'm saying? So
you're goddamn right, Tony. You're goddamn right.
So I mean, yeah, are the Revival right? Yeah, they are. I'm not saying that they're not. The tag team division on both Raw and SmackDown was horrible. They gotta do something. So they are absolutely right. But you do. It's a business too. Somebody's paying you a lot of money to do what you do. Do they recognize it? Probably in your eyes. You're saying no. A lot of people see it differently, but, I saw that coming. I knew they wasn't going to win. You know what I'm saying? So, start from the bottom. Now you're there. So Bobby and Chad wins.
Now you're stuck there.
Main event, Sasha Banks and Bayley defeated Ronda Rousey and Natalya. Banks tapped out to Natalya with the bank statement. Or she tapped out Natalya. Sorry, with the bank statement. Go ahead.
You missed something.
Yeah, Mooney. So during Raw, I noticed that the screen went black. And I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, yeah,
what
it
happened?
did. Yeah, it did.
So apparently, pictures all the way around the intranet. Sasha Banks had a little moon.
And it wasn't Ember.
It was a moon. And she, I guess I forgot which, because obviously they blacked it out. So yeah, it was a moon. Now my thing, this, I don't know. I'm not digging this Sasha thing. She ain't in my opinion, she ain't gonna win the match anyway. But for me, it's just. I don't know. I'm just sick of it. That's your Raw. That's your Raw. Overall, it wasn't the greatest go home show, but it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't terrible, but
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's just keep going.
Let's do this like Brutus.
Let's go. Well, not like Brutus because.
No, yeah,
you get your face broken and stuff like that.
True.
And Brutus, I'm still waiting for you to get on the show. I mean, you thanked us for 100 episodes,
right?
But what we gotta wait till 200 to hear from you again?
Probably.
Yeah, we're almost there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the SmackDown
Breakdown.
Wait, what? Guys, can I start saying it first?
Oh, my bad.
Oh, God. The SmackDown Breakdown!
Are you ready?
Break it down! Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah. That's a break, little man. Break it down!
Alright, it's SmackDown Live.
Yep.
It starts off with the man, Becky Lynch. And she comes out talking about how she's going to slap everybody's head getting in her way. She's going to get to the top. And then Asuka came out and says something angrily.
Do I gotta repeat what she said?
Yeah, because I don't understand. Yeah,
right,
go ahead.
This is what she said.
And what does that mean?
What it means is, bitch.
Wait, she said bitch?
Yes. When she said, she said, bitch.
But she said bitch
Yeah.
or bitch?
No, she said, bitch. I can't repeat the rest because, you know, I mean, we already are, so I could possibly say it. But you know what? We got to keep going. We got to keep going. Rick.
We got a big show.
big show.
But she did say bitch.
Yeah. That part, she was going, bitch.
Got you.
All right.
Shout out to Key and Peele, by the way.
That's
right. Charlotte then interrupted and was just like, she's gonna win the Royal Rumble. Okay. And Asuka does some heelish stuff and attacks Becky from behind.
Yep.
Didn't like that. I'm just like, wait, you're the baby face, but you got a butter face.
Got a butter face?
She does got a butter face.
Asuka's got a butter face? No.
I mean, she does wear a mask.
No.
Compared to the other two? Yeah.
Oh, man. And then next up we had Mandy Rose versus Naomi. And, Mandy Rose wins.
Yeah.
Thanks to Sonya Deville with the distraction.
Yep.
After the match, Jimmy consoles his wife by rubbing her rump bottom. Rey Mysterio has a cool promo talking about how he knows what it takes to be a Royal Rumble winner, but tonight he has to get Andrade. Okay. Then we had The Miz versus Cesaro, and you got Shane McMahon like hanging from his left nipple. Oh, this is the man of the hour, blah blah blah, and all this Bobby Lashley talk. Talking about how The Miz is the man and stuff like that. And all I know is that during this match, Sheamus kicked the hell out of Shane McMahon.
He did too, man. Man, that looked nasty.
That was stiff.
Ouch.
Yeah, so they're probably losing the titles. Cesaro picks up the win. After the match, Sheamus and Cesaro just put the beat down on Shane and Miz. Broke him through a table.
Sure did.
And then for a while, they just kept looking at like the medical staff with Shane and Miz. They kept showing replay after replay after replay after replay.
That segment, it took a while. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah. I'm like, there's so much more we can be talking about. I mean, Rusev could be on the show. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, they didn't even cover that, you know?
What was cool was they had a Mustafa Ali promo, which I thought was really good. He's really good at these promos. I did not know he was a cop in Chicago. Yeah, he was a former cop in Chicago.
Right. That's why he wears the blue.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
His little backstory there, talking about how he can see the truth in Samoa Joe's eyes and stuff like that. So, yeah, awesome. Then we had a Vince McMahon being the monitor for Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan refused to get in the ring, dragged his whole promo out.
Whoa.
Get in the ring, I'm sick of this. Get in the ring.
Wow, two Vince McMahons. I didn't know.
No, that was just an echo.
Oh.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Wait, what? You're answering yourself, Vince? Oh, I'm senile.
Yay, WWE.
I'm just gonna. You know what? You other Vince McMahon, you're fired.
No.
All right. This went on for too long. Daniel Bryan said he is the champion of the planet.
Now, what's this thing
Captain
he posted
Planet
out?
is the champion.
Right? What's this thing he posted about? What the hell was it about? He was going to change the title.
Is he?
That's what he said. Like the strap.
Oh well, it is made out of leather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's gonna make
that
it
would be funny.
Yeah.
Can't be plastic.
No.
Because it would have to be kale.
Yeah.
Kale.
Yeah. Has to be kale. Yeah.
Ugh.
What's kale?
I never heard of it.
It looks like spinach, but doesn't taste like spinach.
No, I know.
I don't know.
All right. Go ahead, Ray.
Next up, this went nowhere. Daniel Bryan and then got the advantage because he beat up AJ because he pulled Vince McMahon in front of him. R-Truth and Carmella had a funny segment. R-Truth just talking about how he may face the Cruiserweight champion, Bobby Murphy.
Right.
And Carmella was just like, but it's Buddy Murphy. And I don't think you make the weight. He's like, oh, you calling me fat now? And then we had Carmella and Charlotte going back and forth, and this was a little interesting because Carmella says she's gonna be the number 30. You don't know the Royal Rumble, Charlotte. It's like a tornado, and Charlotte's like, I am the tornado. All right, interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Sure.
And now this is when SmackDown actually started getting interesting. When we had Samoa Joe versus Mustafa Ali, and Samoa Joe ended up picking up the win, but it was a great match. Yo, Mustafa Ali can sell, man. He's really good. He's good.
I was waiting for that.
And Samoa Joe's just a big bully, man. He's killing it. Tapped out Mustafa, yeah. Then we had Andrade. Oh, well, before that, we had the New Day backstage without any pancakes. And they're just talking about how if one of them win the Royal Rumble, they all win the Royal Rumble. And Kofi says he doesn't know how he's going to do another spectacular thing. Yeah, he's saying something with his head, and then he's like, oh, I got it. if he stands on pancakes, I swear to God.
Oh, you know what? If that happens...
Wait, did he do that last year?
No, he was a plate. It was those plates.
Okay.
But if that happens, I'm telling you right now, it's going to go in the lifetime part of the book. Because, wait, who we got in there? We got Chris Benoit in there, Taz, and that's it, right?
That's it, yeah.
So I think we're going to put the pancakes in for lifetime, if that happens.
All right.
Anything that has to do with pancakes, I'm telling you right now, at the Royal Rumble, is going to be in the lifetime part of the book.
I'm in the mood for pancakes now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, me too, actually. Then we had Rey Mysterio versus Andrade. Let's get some fucking pancakes. Rey Mysterio versus Andrade. 2 out of 3 falls. This was so good. So good. So many highlights in this match.
There was a couple. Yeah, when he did that powerbomb from the top.
Oh, my God.
Where he held him and he was just like, without looking, he took a step to the
top. Yo, he stepped from the second rope to the third rope. Wow.
That was impressive.
Tony.
I was scared.
Right? Because you're the one that's been in the ring the most. I mean, I've been part of it, but
yeah.
You were in there for over 20 years. That's not safe.
It's not. Are you kidding me? One minute wrong step, and they're both crashing and burning.
Yeah.
They're both crashing and burning, especially Ray. He was in a very vulnerable position.
Wow,
so that shows you
vulnerable.
Exactly. Wow. Yeah.
2 big words.
Yeah, I've been reading.
Can't say Royal Rumble, but he can say minute and vulnerable.
Fuck y'all.
But seriously, that shows you that Rey Mysterio has a lot of trust in what Andrade can do.
Yep. But I don't think that this match was better than last week's, though.
Oh, no, it wasn't. Yeah, because there were some moments where it was a little sloppy.
Yeah.
But the Canadian Destroyer out of the powerbomb was great. Yeah,
but I will say this, though. You know, with the whole... Remember I mentioned about how Andrade said to... I forgot who. Roosh and this other guy about not coming to WWE and this and that. I don't think that's true. Because if that's the case, number one, he wouldn't be in the main event with Ray. And, well, you can go ahead with the rest, but he wouldn't have defeated Ray last week, too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, this is a great match. I wasn't bored with it at all. 2 out of 3 falls. The 2 falls that they had were epic. Rey Mysterio was pulling out that Canadian Destroyer better and better.
Yeah.
Then he did the reverse Hurricanrana.
Yeah. Oh,
amazing. Yo, it's just so brutal.
A few times
even the slide out the ring, the sunset flip.
Yeah.
They did it to the. Oh my God! It was just a great match. I didn't like the finish. Samoa Joe came out, caused a disqualification, attacked Ray and Andrade.
But it got worse.
It got way worse. And then Randy Orton had to come out and RKO Joe. Pretty much cementing that none of these guys are gonna probably win the Royal Rumble.
No.
It's just So that was your SmackDown breakdown. Miguel, yes, Tell them about where they can follow us on social media. Okay, well, if you go to Wrestling POV on Facebook, you can follow us there. Make sure you follow us there. It's very important that you like our page, especially for the pay-per-view points game. You can also follow us on Instagram at WrestlingPOV1 and follow me on Twitter. I've gotten guys like David Arquette, Terry Crews to like my stuff, and even Feed Me More Ryback. He retweeted one of my tweets more than anybody on the Wrestling POV podcast crew. Also, I have my good friend Breakfast Sandwich from the SmackDown Live commentary team. Who?
Byron Byron Saxton.
It's just, that's what I said. Breakfast Sandwich. Follow me on Twitter at WrestlingPOV.
Oh.
This is just...
Breakfast sandwich. Oh my god.
It is time for the NXT POV Mamma Mia! The Velveteen cuts a in-ring promo on winning the NXT title in 2019. Adam Cole and Bobby Fish interrupt, and they're gonna get every single title. All right.
Yeah.
They attack him and he gets away. Lacey Evans defeated Zia Lee. Is this the right thing they should have done?
Yeah.
Or was this just a pre-recorded thing?
No, it was pre-recorded, but yeah, no. I mean, they got to do something with them, right?
Yeah. Well, Lacey Evans supposed to be called up, so.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they still got to, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Orny Lorcan and Danny Burch defeated Marcel Barthel. It's just something very nice to say. Marcel Barthel and Fabian Eichner. That I don't like to say,
Yeah.
but Marcel Barthel. So Hardy Lorcan and Danny Burch defeat Marcel Barthel and Fabian Eichner. Io Shirai and Kairi Sane. Wait a second. They defeated some enhancement talents. Are they going to have Io Shirai and Kairi Sane
as a tag
team?
Yep.
Are they going to be at Elimination Chamber?
Oh.
Are they going to get called up in the Royal Rumble?
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to go to Raw or SmackDown?
Yeah.
Am I going to have a heart attack for speaking this high? Stay tuned.
I was about to say, damn, you a little high there.
Well, not that high because I'm straight edge.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You understand. You understand. The Velveteen Dream defeated Bobby Fish. Okay. And then the North American champion Ricochet. He's talking about Johnny Gargano. He's the better man. Blah blah blah. Yeah, and then Aleister Black comes out, and blah, 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 and then Tommaso Ciampa comes out, and blah, 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 and then Tommaso Ciampa and, Gargano were gonna shake hands, but Candice LeRae comes out and was like, no, Johnny, don't do that, you don't want that, no, you remember what happened? You remember what happened last time, Johnny? Johnny 5! Johnny 5 reference in 2019, how about that?
Right?
Great show. All right, so that is your NXT POV.
Yeah.
It is now time for the good, the bad, and the fair of WWE.
All right, for me, the good, I did dig Raw. Raw was okay. The match between Seth and that guy, Drew McIntyre, was a really good match. The go home show wasn't the greatest, but it was passable. Just good to see Heavy Machinery and Lacey Evans coming out like that. With SmackDown, love that CM Almas match. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry to call him Andrade.
Andrade.
Yeah, and Mysterio, that was a damn good match. And NXT, I like their go home show better than both of them, than Raw and SmackDown. It set up everything and made me really looking forward to NXT TakeOver.
All right, well, for me, the bad of this whole thing, Miz and Shane McMahon, I'm over it. It's just terrible. The promos they do, Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles promo was terrible. Mm-hmm. Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush, the pose down with Apollo was terrible. It was just a lot of bad on the main roster shows. NXT wasn't so impressed with it either, but I don't really have like a major bad thing to say about NXT, but definitely the pose down and AJ and Daniel and Miz and Shane. Mimi with the fair.
The ugly was Bobby Lashley and Apollo
pose down.
Yeah. Instead of talking something positive during Martin Luther King Day.
True. No, I agree.
All right. Well, that is your good, the bad, and the fair of WWE. And basically, fair means Mimi in Spanish.
Jesus
Christ. So it is now time for Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. Every week on Thursday, we have you guys vote on Facebook, on our Facebook page at Wrestling POV. You vote for either Raw, SmackDown, or NXT, which was best for the week. Currently, Raw is ahead 10 to NXT's 8 to SmackDown 6. And you guys vote on our Facebook page using the like emojis, the thumbs up for SmackDown, the heart for Raw, and the smiley face for NXT. Here are the fans' votes. They voted in favor of SmackDown 41% to NXT's 40% to Raw's 19%. You know what, you guys, we all came together last week, the fans, Tony, Mimi, myself, and we all agreed. And then you guys went and messed it up. Listen, don't get me wrong. The second half of SmackDown was great. I mean, Samoa Joe and Mustafa Ali and Andrade and Rey Mysterio,
ruined
great.
by Randy Orton.
Ruined by the ending, yeah. So no, SmackDown was not the best show this week. SmackDown was the worst show this week. I gotta put NXT at the 2 spot because NXT for me, it was good. I just thought Raw was a lot better. I thought it had a better go-home show. I was more excited for Raw. Raw has started for me to get more, to flow better. It's not getting dragged out like I've been feeling the last couple of months. It's actually starting to flow better, so I actually preferred Raw. It has nothing to do with Sasha Banks' booty, by the way. But definitely Raw for me, then NXT. Not saying I would suck the fart out of any of that. I'm just, but yeah. So Raw, SmackDown, Raw, NXT, SmackDown for me this week.
Oh, all right, Mimi.
Well, I'm totally different.
Totally.
I went with NXT, Raw, and then SmackDown.
That's interesting because that's exactly how I saw it too.
So why are you always copying me?
I don't know. Anyway, no, I saw it that way because I think NXT's go home to NXT TakeOver was better than Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Raw is in second. You know, because their go home, it wasn't that bad. It did set everything up, but there was something about it that I just really didn't
For me
like
with
about
Raw
it.
was that they
Just
talked too much.
Well, no, it wasn't about talking too much. It was that stupid pose down too.
Yeah,
you know,
that took forever.
There was no reason for that. Bobby Lashley should be defending that title at the Royal Rumble too.
Exactly.
So that I have an issue with. SmackDown. They did again. It's like they're going back to what they did before, where they had something good and they freaking ruined it at the end. They should have just left that be. They should have left it alone. If they were going to do something like that, do it to a different match, just to set up. Go ahead.
Especially with the rumors about Andrade, Rey Mysterio, and Sin Cara teaming up.
Exactly. So
have them have respect for each other after that match, you know? But what do I know, you know?
Yeah, what do you know? But no, I liked NXT better. I did this week.
All right, so then NXT gets the win this week, and Raw has 10. NXT now has 9, and SmackDown has 6. So make sure you guys stay tuned for next week.
NXT has 9?
All right, yes.
Wow.
They're coming back.
All
right, so it is now time for us to make our predictions for NXT TakeOver. We don't know if it's Phoenix or Arizona, but it's NXT TakeOver.
Let's take a break real quick. We're going to take a quick pause, and then we'll come back, and then we'll do our NXT TakeOver predictions.
I'm just so excited, Tommy.
I know you are. Just take it down a notch. But yeah, we're going to take a pause, and then when we come back, we'll give you our NXT predictions as a warm-up, and then we'll do the Wrestling POV WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view points game. We'll be right back.
Wow.
right?
This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
All right, we're back.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling POV is affiliated with the Collar and Elbow brand. Make sure you go to collarandelbowbrand.com. Save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. That helps out the local indie wrestlers in the world of professional wrestling.
Yes.
Even though it's indie wrestling, it's kind of professional.
Yeah.
But you guys save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. They got some great shirts. They got some hoodies. They got some sunglasses. We're still talking to Al Snow about this underwear thing. It's going to happen, people.
It is.
But make sure you go to collarandelbowbrand.com. Save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. That's for both shows, for Wrestling POV and Wrestling POV Global.
That's right. All right.
All right. Is it time now, Tony?
It
Can we
is
do it
time.
now?
This is the warm-up. The NXT TakeOver Phoenix. There, I said it. Yeah. So what? Thank you. All right. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno. I'm going with Matt Riddle. They got to put an end to this already.
Yes,
Stop it.
please.
Mimi, who you got?
Matt.
Thank you. Rick.
Matt Riddle.
All right. For the tag team titles, the Undisputed Era versus the War Raiders. I say new champs.
Yeah, I mean, the War Raiders are riding it.
Yeah.
War.
Me?
War.
I am staying with Undisputed Era.
Damn. Okay. For the women's title, the NXT women's title, Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair. I think Shayna's retaining. I think her little tronies are gonna interfere, and I think Shayna's gonna retain.
I'm going with the undefeated.
Really?
I mean, I think Shayna's going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Okay. Oh, interesting. I didn't even think about that, but good one. For the North America title, Ricochet versus Johnny Gargano. As much as I want Ricochet...
And by the way, I go with Bianca too.
So Mimi, who you got in that match? As much as I want Ricochet to win this match, I kind of want him to lose because, hey, maybe he might be in the Royal Rumble. That crowd will pop for that.
I definitely see that, yeah.
But you know what? I think Johnny Gargano's going to win this one. I think he is.
I'm with you. I think Johnny Gargano's going to win. He's a lifer. He's not leaving NXT.
And you know what? Because I'm telling you right now, if he goes to and gets called up to the main roster, he's done. He's done.
Yeah.
He's 205 all day.
He's AEW.
Yeah, exactly. And the main event, Tommaso Ciampa versus.
So Mimi, what do you think about that? Who do you got?
I think Ricochet is going to win that
I
one.
did that on purpose. So the main event, Tommaso Ciampa versus Aleister Black. Mimi, what do you think about that? Who you got?
Who are we doing?
Aleister Black. I'm not doing anybody.
See,
See, that's why we. No, I ain't doing anybody. Tommaso Ciampa versus Aleister Black for the NXT Championship.
Aleister Black.
Really? He's gonna get it back, huh? Rick.
Once you go back, you don't go black. You know what I'm saying? Wait. Said that wrong.
You did say it wrong.
Aleister Black is definitely losing. I think he's going to do a DIY crap where they both have belts.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So I'm going with Tommaso Ciampa. We got that Tommaso Ciampa.
You know that Ciampa.
So that's your NXT Phoenix. All right. So now it's time for the Wrestling POV WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view points game. Yes! So if this is your first time playing, I'm going to go over the rules real quick. You have a certain number of points to bet on each match. Now, I say this, but it never happens anyway. So I'm going to still say it anyway. Please don't max out your points, because what happens is if you guess it right, you get those points. Yes. But if you guess it wrong, you don't get those points. It gets subtracted to your total. And you'll be in the negative. And you don't want to be in the negative.
Right, Rick?
Yeah, Mimi stays there.
She's been doing good lately.
I haven't been in the negative.
She hasn't been in the negative for a while.
Like
All right. Yeah. It's a turnaround season now. It's a new year, new me.
New year, new me. Okay, that's what I thought. So, the title matches, a lot of the title matches are worth 10 points with the added stipulation of a pin, submission, count out, DQ, which is 3 points. So you have to add those. I mean, and it's a 3-pointer. There's no if, ands, you can't say, 1 point pin. No, it's a total of 3 points. The 10-pointer, though, you can wager between 1 and 10. If you go 10 and you lose, obviously you can lose a total of 13. But if you get it right, you gain a total of 13. So you got to play it smart. If you get 5, you get the 5 points plus 3. That's 8. There you go. Simple math, people. Simple.
Yeah, and also for those of you
what's
that
his name, math?
Yes, it's not Steiner
That's
math.
Steiner math. For those of you that forget to make a pick, so say there's 9 matches and you put 8 matches, you're gonna lose the points for that match
max
that you
amount
don't
of
put.
points that it is for that match. So
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people have been forgetting lately, and
Yeah.
you've been getting penalized and you don't even know it.
Exactly.
Just to let you know.
They've been getting penicized, so
Whoa.
so
Like Seth?
like so basically, so when it comes down to the pin, submission, count out, DQ, you got to pick one of them. If you get it right, you get an additional. If you get it wrong, if you get that part wrong, but you get the match right, then you just lose the 3 points to whatever you bet on. So now the other part too is a no contest. If you pick no contest, you cannot pick a winner. You only get 3 points. That's it. Which is, to me, honestly, it is an advantage because of the simple fact that if everybody else did not pick no contest, they're going to lose all those points while you gain 3 points. That's how it is. And, of course, the added part about it is we did do the Spanish announce table getting destroyed, smashed, beat up, used. It's got to be completely flat, okay? And that's just 3 points. And it's not a wager. It's not a wager.
It's either yes or no.
It's either yes or no. You're either going to get the 3 points or you're not going to get the 3 points.
And just to put this out there to help you guys out a little bit, since we started this whole Spanish announce table thing 3 pay-per-views ago,
Yep.
it hasn't been broken
It
yet.
has not been broken.
So will the streak end?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
All right. So we ready?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So actually, let's start with that. The Spanish announce table getting destroyed. I'm going to go no. I've been saying yes for the past 3 damn pay-per-views and I've lost them. I'm going no. It will not be used. Mimi.
I'm going to go with yes.
Rick.
I'm going no. It's gonna fucking break now.
It is.
It's gonna-
I'm going to be so mad. All right. So let's go straight on to it. The Cruiserweight title match.
It's been a long show. He goes into accents.
Oh my god, I almost passed out. Oh, that was too Cruiserweight match. Oh my god. Cruiserweight match. Buddy Murphy, who's the champion, versus Kalisto, Akira Tozawa, and Hideo Itami. Where the hell's he been? 205. This one's only 5 points. Rick, you'll go first. What do you think? Who you got?
I mean, I think R-Truth said it right when he said Bobby Murphy, but I'm going with Hideo Itami, and I'm going 3 points.
Okay.
How many points?
3.
3.
I'm going to go with Buddy Murphy. I think he's going to retain. I'll go 2 points.
Was that your calculator?
Yeah, that was my calculator. I'll go 2 points, yeah. Mimi?
I went Kalisto, 3 points.
Kalisto.
Wow.
Okay.
Lucha House Party.
Right? How many points?
Tres.
Thrice. All right. The U.S. Championship match, Rusev versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This is a 10-pointer. I'm going to go with Rusev. He's going to retain.
How many points?
I'm going to go 8. 8 points because this is a 10-pointer. I'm going to go with... I don't see Shinsuke submitting. I'll go submission. Sub. Frigate. I might as well. Mimi.
Rusev 8.
8?
Submission.
Rick.
Rusev 10
Wow.
pinfall.
Pinfall. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Mashka kick.
SmackDown Tag Team Championship, The Bar. Who's the champions versus The Miz and Shane McMahon. This is 10 points, too. With the added stipulation of pin, submission, count out, DQ, or no contest. Mimi.
Miz and Shane, 7 points with a pin.
Oh, okay. Rick.
I'm going with Miz and Shane, 6 points with a pin.
Wow. So you don't feel a heel turn from The Miz on Shane?
No.
You don't think that's going to happen?
That's going to happen after they win the titles, just like with Seth and Dean.
I know, right? This one was a hard one for me to pick. After what happened on SmackDown, I'm going to go with The Miz and Shane. I'm going to go 7 points, pin. Yep, sounds good. For the SmackDown Women's Championship match, Asuka versus Becky Lynch, 10-pointers. Who's it on? You, Rick? Rick.
All right, yeah, put it on me.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'm going with Becky Lynch, and I'm going that she's going to win via submission, 7 points.
Really? You going with Becky Lynch?
I'm going with Becky Lynch because she's the man, and I have a little
after
plan.
what I just said earlier.
I know what you said earlier, Tony.
Oh,
and you know what? I am a 3-time Wrestling POV champion.
You understand? I am the grand champion, right? I'm the Triple Crown. All right. That's all I'm going to say. All right. I'm going with Asuka. I'm going to go with Asuka. I'm going to go 7 points. This one's hard because I don't want to see Becky tap out. So, actually, no. I'm going to go 10 points, Asuka. And I'm going to go... Christ.
That's not part of it.
I know, Jesus.
Is she going to pass out like Stone Cold?
Right? Yeah, let's do that. Submission. Sure.
I'm going Asuka, 6 points, submission.
Dang. All right, for the Raw Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks. This is also 10-pointer. It's on me. Ronda Rousey's going to win by sub. 10 points. Because they're not going to give it to Sasha. No way. Mimi.
Ronda 6.
Oh.
Submission.
Oh.
Now,
Rick.
what I've been sitting on for a couple weeks now,
Go ahead.
this is going to happen. Sasha Banks is going to win this match. She's going to win the title. And it's going to happen because Becky and Charlotte are going to get involved. Right? Ronda Rousey's going to SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. She's going to fight Becky Lynch and Charlotte in a triple threat at WrestleMania. Facts. Sasha Banks will be in the tag team match with Bayley at Elimination Chamber. However, they will finally fight for the title at WrestleMania. Sasha Banks versus Bayley at WrestleMania. So, with that being said, Sasha Banks will indeed tap out Ronda Rousey 10 points. Bank on it. If I get this right all the way up to WrestleMania, I am the greatest wrestling POV champion of all time. I want people to hear this. Listen, if this comes out, and this is exactly what happens, the day after WrestleMania, I want this to re-air, and I want people to say, screw Dave Meltzer, we got a new man by the name of Rick Serrano III.
Is that all of it?
That's it.
Okay. That was very interesting. But stupid. You know that, Rick. Come on, man. What are you thinking?
She can't lose the belt.
Oh, my God.
She's going to lose the belt.
She's going to lose it at WrestleMania. Watch. But anyway. All right. Hey. That's a total of 13 you're betting on, Rick.
I mean, bets don't go well for me, so.
All right, so the WWE Championship, Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. This is also 10-pointer. Mimi, who you got on this one?
AJ, 8-point submission.
Wow. Okay, Rick?
I'm going with Daniel Bryan, 7 points, pinfall, because remember, he hit AJ with the knee just to remind us that he has a finisher that is not a submission.
Yep. Took the words right out of my mouth. I'm going with Daniel Bryan, but I'm going to go 8 points, pin.
And I just want to throw this out there. My little thing I was talking about earlier with Abyss. This is where Abyss is going to get involved. And this is where Abyss will fight AJ Styles at WrestleMania.
Oh, another
Bank on it.
predicciones.
Yes.
Alrighty. Okay, Universal Championship match. Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor. This is also 10 points. Rick, who you got on this one?
Finn Balor said he wasn't coming out as the demon on ESPN.
Yeah, I know he did. That makes it a little difficult. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very difficult. Who you got?
I don't want to say Brock Lesnar,
I know,
but
right?
I'm gonna have to say Brock Lesnar. 7 points, pinfall.
Yeah, I'm with you on there. I'm going with Brock Lesnar. I'm gonna go 7 pinfall. That way it'll give me 10 if he wins. But if I lose, it'll make me lose 10 instead of 15. Shit. Yeah, I'll stick with it. Mimi.
I'm gonna go Finn Balor.
Really?
6 points, DQ.
Oh.
Okay. Still retains and still can get that. I didn't think about that. Okay. All right. Now, the 2 main events, the Women's Royal Rumble match. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 20 points. 20.
Damn.
Yes. So is the men's, so get ready for that. Who's it on, me?
Yes.
Woo! The women's, I'm going to go with Charlotte. I think the opposite of what Rick was saying. I think she's going to go after Ronda. Something's going to happen to where Becky's going to get involved too. I don't know how, but it's going to happen. I'm going Charlotte. I mean, I was going to go with Ember Moon, because I have to. But she's
Chocolate honey bunny.
yeah, she's my chocolate honey bunny. No, I got to go with Charlotte, I guess. I mean, I don't see anybody else besides Nia or Bailey, maybe, I'm going to go Charlotte, and I'm being on the safe side here. I'm only going 5 points.
Wow. It's
Yes.
20.
I understand that. I'm only going 5. That way this doesn't hurt me. So go ahead. Who you got? I might change my mind by the time all this is done, by the way, but I'm sticking with 5. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, if Becky Lynch loses,
She's gonna throw herself in the rumble.
so it's gonna be Becky Lynch 18 points. But if she wins, then it's Alexa Bliss 16. I'm gonna toss up right now between the two.
All right, so we'll let Rick go, and then while you still deciding, Rick, who you got?
I'm going Mandy Rose.
What?
I'm going Mandy Rose.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No. Yeah. Because that doesn't go with what I'm saying. Because if I'm saying Sasha versus Bailey, then if I say Becky and Charlotte, damn, I have to go pick Charlotte then. Damn it. You know what? I'm going Mandy Rose 1 point. That's how I'm going to play this one.
All right, Mimi, did you decide it? Or are you still tossed up? But you got to pick something.
Okay. I'm gonna do Alexa Bliss.
Oh.
6 points.
Okay, I didn't even think about that one either. I didn't think about it. But who does she fight, though? Asuka? Mm-hmm. Huh? No?
No, I see her. I see
Her challenging Ronda? But why? They did that on SummerSlam.
I don't see Ronda having that title. I would
think
see
she's
Sasha
gonna have it
versus
till
Alexa.
WrestleMania at least. I mean, because there was rumors around going that Ronda wants to be done and da-da-da, but she signed a multi-year deal. You know what I'm saying?
But if she wants to have a baby,
exactly,
they can't stop her
they
from
can't
that.
stop her from that. So, but I think she's going to hold it till WrestleMania because she wants that WrestleMania paycheck too. That's what they all gun for, is that WrestleMania paycheck. All right, so the main event, the other co-main event, the men's Royal Rumble. This one's 20 points also. Mimi, who you got?
These hands.
You got these hands? Okay.
10 points.
Braun Strowman. All right. Rick, but now why are you picking Braun?
I don't know. I just wanted to.
All right, Rick.
I'm going with, you know what, I'm going to stick with it. I said Mandy before a couple weeks ago, and I also said Andrade Cien Almas. So instead of picking him, I'm going to pick Andrade. And I think Andrade's going to win the Royal Rumble. I'm going to put 8 points on that.
Dang.
Actually, you know what? We're going to go 10.
10 points.
Now, as much as I want Braun to win, I also want Drew McIntyre to win too. I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. I'm going to go 15 points on that.
Wow.
Mamma Jam.
Wow.
Yes, that's right. I said it. Shit. Yeah. So that is your. Oh, you know what? Well, how many points did I go with Charlotte? 5?
You went 5.
Okay, I'm gonna stay with that. Anyway, I thought I was gonna change my mind. I was gonna go like 10 maybe, but no, I'm staying 5 with Charlotte because it's not. It won't hurt me. And I see what you did, Rick. Yeah. I see what you did, betting 1 point, you slick motherfucker.
I mean, that's what I did last year.
Slick ass. All right, so that is your wrestling POV, WWE Royal Rumble pay-per-view points game, and stop making faces. Now he makes faces. So yeah, just play along. Tell your friends. Tell your parents. Tell everybody. Join in on the fun. And of course, we will be live 1 hour before the pre-show to do the random number drawings. So make sure you tune in for that. If by some chance you do miss it, Rick will post what your numbers are. And just remember, if you get that right, you get an additional 10 points for WrestleMania. You'll be like the winner of the Royal Rumble gets a shot at WrestleMania, but this time you get 10 points. So you'll have a 10-point advantage. So
yes, and the number that you get selected for you will be the same number for both the women's and the men's Royal Rumble.
Okay, there you go.
So you have 2 chances with the same number.
There you go. So, yeah, but we're still going to have 2 winners.
Yes.
There'll be 2 winners with a 10-point advantage. So, yeah, but yeah, exactly. So, whatever number you draw, if Rick ends up getting number 6, he gets number 6 at the women's too. So, just keep that in mind. So,
and let's not forget that Josh Sanders is getting 5 points because Mr. Rick doesn't know how to bet.
I know. Why is he always betting? He like
has not won
10
one bet since we started this show.
0 for 10?
He's like 0 for 10, yeah.
Actually, I just got a message from the Wrestling POV podcast president, and he says that Mr. Rick had no authority to give 5 points to Josh Sanders. So, he will give up 5 points of his own game, and he will start at -5. What the hell?
Wow.
What?
Holy shit.
What?
That's what you get, Rick. Rick, you should. I think it's time for you to retire from betting. Seriously, I don't think in the history of this show have you ever won a single bet. Not one.
You want to bet that I win one?
No.
Oh my God. Yeah,
it's preposterous.
I think it's time to hang it up. All right, before we go, let's go over the book real quick. If you're new to the show, I'm not explaining it. All right, so are we ready?
Yes.
All right, WWE writers.
Stays.
I think they stay. New Day's Pancakes, they stay.
They stay.
Pittsburgh Crowd stays. Brie Bella's Botches stays. John Cena's Hair Don't.
Stays.
Okay. Cassius Owner's Cottage Cheese Thighs stays.
I think that should go.
Why do he's
we'll
still
see.
wearing shorts?
We're gonna see at the takeover.
We'll see at takeover. I mean, he ain't gonna wear pants. Tamina's leotard jacket stays.
If she wears that at the Rumble,
yeah. Oh my God.
It becomes a lifer.
It might be a lifer. Shane, but if she does take it off, then we can take it off. Shane McMahon's Damn Ego stays.
Yes.
Even though he got kicked the shit in the face. Daniel Bryan's Fickle.
Stays.
Fickle, lickle.
Bianca Belair's clipping hair.
She's
about to have a championship around her waist.
Did you see other pictures of her before that? She's very pretty. Without that, get rid of that. It looks like a piece of doo-doo on your head, child. Seriously, they showed older pictures of her, and she had the nice long hair. I was like, oh, look at you, girl.
So maybe we should change it to Bianca Belair's Hair Doo-Doo.
Okay. So Bianca Belair's clipping hair doo-doo. We add the doo-doo to it. Rey Mysterio's landing strip mask. He did not have it.
And as
off.
told by Mimi Goody, who had a personal conversation with him, I think it was a bedside conversation.
Oh, Lord.
She said that she asked him to take it off, and he said, "If you get rid of yours, I'll get rid of mine." It's just nasty.
Oh, that is terrible, but funny as hell. I got to tell my wife that one. All right, so does it come off? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, that'll come off. He didn't have it. But I will say this. If he has it at the Royal Rumble, it's coming back.
Oh, definitely.
Deal? Okay.
He's going to have a 1970s porn star bush on his head.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow. All right, Matt Riddle's chancletas.
Stays.
Definitely staying.
And the new entrant, my favorite entrant, is back in the book. Apollo Crews' Sticky Pinky.
It's just stanky.
It stinks, so it stays. All right, that's pretty much it for the show. Make sure you, like I said, tell your friends to play, spread the word. We really appreciate it. It's going to be a fun weekend of wrestling. And before we go, of course, before we ride off into the sunset until next week, we play a random song off of my 3,000 song playlist that I have. And just play along. It's just for fun. It's
You
just
heard it
how we
right
end
there.
the show.
Over 30,000 songs.
Over 30,000 songs, you know. So just make sure you tune in to play. And, and just join us next week. Possible new champion? Ooh. So, with that being said, I had to throw that out there. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
Mimi Goody.
and the third wheel,
Rick Serrano the third.
and our intern.
Miguel Cole. Mr. Rick is going to be the Turn Award winner. Shut
Love,
up.
peace, and wrestling. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.
All right, let's go. Oh, that's Wade Barrett's old song.
I'm afraid I've got some
Not that
bad
one, though.
news.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Is this a song? Really? You don't know?
Finn Balor for everyone.
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor.
I do have to say this. The only top 10 that Edge belongs in is for his theme song.
Yeah, that is a good song. All right, so last one. This person will win the Royal Rumble, whether it's a male or female. Oh, Jesus, Finn Balor.
Ah, there you go.
Gave it right back to him. This one is hysterical. You have no clue, Rick? That's your girl, Eva Marie.
Oh, God.
She may be back.
Yeah, she was talking about it. All right, so that's not it. Oh, Jesus, no, that's not old one. Sorry. Nope.
Are you ready?
No, that was old. They're giving me the oldies. Oh, no, that's not happening.
Snitsky?
No, that was, he's definitely not going to be in it, but that's Ahmed Johnson. This could be a very good sign.
That's Shayna Baszler?
Shayna Baszler.
Hey! The Queen of Spain!
Shayna Baszler, could she win the Royal Rumble? That would be interesting, and challenge Ronda Rousey.
What?
Yeah. Interesting. After 10 tries, but interesting.
Sounds like Mr. Rick when he bets!